We the Fans is the #1 sponsor in battle rap. My name is Frank White, and I probably contributed to some of your favorite battles. I mean, in the last 4 years, I donated $222,000 to battle rap for the culture. Check out We the Fans Global on Instagram for the full catalog of battles I sponsor. And follow We the Fans Global on YouTube to watch full battle breakdowns from a sponsor's perspective and a recommendation for what battles should be booked next. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and keep stepping into your greatness. We the Fans is for the culture.
What up, what up? We here with Sheed Happens, one of the greatest talents to come out of the DMV. Big salute, big trophies. What's going on?
Big trophies. What it do, Frank? How you feeling, man?
Man,
Frank White in the building, man.
thank you. Thank you for pulling up, Sheed. I really appreciate your time. You
Absolutely,
command you
absolutely, man.
you command respect not only in the ring, but outside the ring as well, as one of the
Mhm.
OGs of the region. So thank you for pulling up.
No problem, no question, man. You know, we locked in, fool.
Let's do it. I want to jump right into the first battle that I want to discuss. Is Sheed Happens versus Zeus the God. Now I got some of my
Hmm.
favorite lines from the battle. You was wilding. Right when I was
Yeah.
starting to lose my faith, I found God. Auction you off to the highest buyer and have God forbid. Big ass gold trophy for God. Look, look like the
The
Holy Grail.
Holy
Have
Grail.
him lying somewhere over in Bowie, over the poverty line.
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
wrestling with the transporter like Hobbs and Shaw,
So,
big brims like Van
mhm.
Helsing, and then you had
Yeah.
that beautiful third round. I love that third
Hmm.
round. Can you talk to us about what that battle was like for you, and then chop it up with us about that third round as well?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. This battle was, URL is coming to the DMV,
Mhm.
and they was in Martinis for the first time. So, like URL normally do, they ask like who the hottest niggas around there, like type of shit like that. Let's get them to open up the card, and get some people from the area to show up. So I was on day 0. That's the day that don't really matter. That's the Friday, because then they got the Saturday and Sunday card
Mhm.
that was the main events, you know what I'm saying? Especially Saturdays, you know how this shit go. So
Mhm.
I was on the bottom of the flyer.
Mhm.
Um, I was supposed to open up the card, but I think Zeus the God it ended up showing up late or something like that. Thank God
Okay.
for that because it just kind of postponed the battle.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that battle was special. I ended up leaving like one of the hottest battle rappers of the entire weekend, man. It wasn't even supposed to be like that, but I just garnered so much attention through my material, bro, that that battle's really special to me. Zeus the God, shout out to Zeus the God, man.
Shout out Zeus.
I tell this story all the time that I had the first 2 rounds done. I was writing my third round. The battle was on Friday. So I'm
Mhm.
writing my third round around like Wednesday, like Tuesday or Wednesday. I just remember struggling, like, man, I ain't got no more God flips. I ain't got no more this. I ain't got no more that. I'm just thinking,
Mhm.
and I'm just trying to make something work. So I went back and I watched some of his battles. And the crazy thing is that I watched the interview, bro, and fool, this nigga he mentioned something in the interview. And the crazy thing about the interview is the interview and the battle was like synonymous on where I stopped the
Wow.
interview. I stopped, like say for instance, there's a 10-minute interview. I
Mhm.
stopped at like 9:45, like type of thing.
Right.
Right? Between that 15 seconds, he did one of the, yeah, I lost my son, and then this and that, this and that. I was like, what? And he mentioned the
Oh,
battle, right?
wow.
I went to go check the battle, and I swear, I think I turned off the battle like toward the end of his round and of his
That's
last round, and he mentions
crazy.
it, and I'm
Mhm.
like, "Yo, I completely missed this."
Mhm.
I lost my son some years back, and I,
Sorry for
and
your
I
loss.
always, yeah, I appreciate it, fool, and I always like said to myself that I was going to say it in a battle, but I just didn't want to force the angle. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
So
Of course.
when I heard that he lost his son, his name's Zeus the God, I was like, yo, it's time. It's time. It's time to rap about this. So some of the bars that you said early on, some of those are some of my favorite bars, but I don't even remember a lot of the bars because I just remember my third, man. My
That
third
third
the
was
night
special.
before.
Yeah.
Fool, the night before, that's when I found the interview. I mean, I
Mm,
found the battle. So I started putting
mm,
it together. And bro, while I'm
mm,
writing, I'm
mm.
crying, right? And I'm like,
Damn,
uh-oh,
damn.
know if I can do this. I called like two of my homies, like, I don't know if I can get through this because I ain't never rap about this, like type of shit. And
Mm,
I barely even talk about it.
mm,
So I had some mixed signals like, man, go ahead and do it. Some was like, man, last thing you want to do is cry on stage. You know, like it was like a bunch of mixed signals type of thing like
mm,
that. I ended
mm.
up putting it together and I said, man, fuck it. Night before I just scrapped it. I said, yo, we going with it, man. I'm just gonna go with my gut. Ended up rapping it and fool like toward the end of the round. I'm doing one of these because I'm trying to stop myself from crying.
Oh
I'm
my
trying to stop
God.
myself from crying, and I did. I stopped myself because I ended up dapping them up or something, and it kind of like locked me back. I don't know if it was a sound that just locked me back in,
Yeah.
but the first person I dapped after that round was myself because I was like, yo,
Mm.
you deserve that. So I
And did
dapped
it. Yeah.
myself up before I dapped anybody else. Like right when I
Mm.
ended it, it was like it's like now I'm not She Happens no more. I'm Rashid now. So
Damn.
right when the battle was over, it's like Rashid here, like type of thing. It's like, damn, look what you just did. Like and I was out of it type of thing. I just told myself hold it
Damn.
together for one fucking round. And the part that really had me was when I was talking about how I said I tried to give him his flowers and he died. Like I was
Mm.
like, even in that amount of time, like because I went to the gift shop when he passed
Mm.
away. So
Mm.
it's just a metaphor of give people their flowers while they're here. I was in the
100%.
gift shop trying to give him flowers. Before I even
Oh,
came
oh,
back, he passed. And it was like
that's
I couldn't
crazy.
even give him his flowers. You know what I'm saying? So it fucked me up. Like it fucked me up. I ended up people think the gray patch of my hair is hereditary. I
Hmm.
was so stressed, my hair just started changing colors. So I had
Damn.
that when I was like 23, 24,
Damn.
young, with a gray patch in my hair. And my doctor was like, man, you stressed, you stressed. And it just started going crazy. I tried to diet, it came back angrier. I was like, man, let me cool it before my whole, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it was just
but,
that patch,
but
bro. So
but
people
I
think it's
mean, he,
hereditary. It's like, nah, I got this when I was 23, 24.
damn. Well, I mean, healing is a lifelong journey, but God bless you. I pray for your healing, and I'm sorry you went through
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely,
That was
absolutely, man.
that was a phenomenal performance, phenomenal round. I'm glad you got through that. And at this conversation we're having is for people to really understand some of your best rounds to me. The next
Hmm.
one, and I talk to you about this all the time, is the dot battle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When I stumbled across this battle, rewatching it for probably the fifth or sixth time now, is crazy to see so many things. Like it was an eminence battle. I didn't even realize that. And then,
Hmm.
having attended an event at OSBL, seeing the layout, that was exactly what the layout was when I went to Eminence. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
just so crazy. But nonetheless, this is an incredible performance. The Sheet Happens versus Dot. And you open the round using the acronym DOT. And there's just an entire segment that's just incredible. And like if you're watching it as it unfolds, is genius.
Yeah.
One thing about
Appreciate it,
being a
man.
Sheed fan is that we get to see what creative ways can bars be put together that haven't been thought of before. And the
Hmm.
way you did that segment was incredible. But there's also other highlights around that I want to talk about.
Hmm.
There was bars like really, really body dot, Killmonger.
Hmm.
This side looked like
Hmm.
Japan flag, which I thought was
Hmm.
crazy. For
Yeah.
Macintosh, the old machine, only way to reach
Hmm.
God is through prayer. How can you
Hmm.
how can you Dow Sim how can you complain about Dow Sim doing a stretch? Don't put that
Hmm.
distance over training. Again, doing the dot acronym.
Yeah.
Hood nigga, Gorilla Zoe. This my only banger. Hold my lean, smooth criminal.
Criminal
Yo,
was wilding. I
we
was
was
wilding
wilding in
up
this dot
there.
battle. What do you remember from this
Wilding
battle?
up
And
there.
how did you come up with all that?
I just remember the crazy thing about it is that I was angry between writing for Dot because I was waiting for URL
Mm,
for a little minute now, and I
mm,
remember being angry, and I got the call that in a week after that I was starting Ultimate Madness. So
mm,
I was already like, man, what the fuck, man? So I had to kind of rush right. And
mm,
when he said first thing I turned on his battle, he said Determination of a trust. What that mean? Dot. I was like, let's start off like that. And it was like, yo, let's start off like that. And I was like, yo, let's write an acronym of everything that means, type of shit. So that's a little bit I was like, that's a little deceiving off top. I started right there, like type of thing. And then I started pointing it out. The crazy thing about it is that I had somebody who was actually supposed to, like, I had 3 people who were supposed to show up with a DOT. So it was supposed to do that the entire time, right?
Wow.
They was also supposed to I had all my stuff in the car. That's why I'm wearing that wild ass fucking tie-dye shirt, because I had a Gucci shirt in the fucking car and they never showed up. They went to the wrong venue and everything. So I was like, bro, I'm like, yo, I ended up just going to the gas station and grabbing a tie-dye shirt. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm up here looking wild, bro. Like, I'm like, man, what the fuck going on? So anyway, just writing for that, I just knew that was just an entertainer. He's an entertainer. And it's like, yo, I gotta out entertain him, So Dot, man, salute to him. That was a fun battle. That was a fun battle when I was writing. I think I was really free that battle. You know what I'm saying? I was just like myself, like, you know what? I was prepping the whole time. I don't even drink fucking lean. Like, I just like, yo, double cup in the beginning, take a couple sips, let them think that I'm drinking something, and then like plant the bar for later, like type of shit. So that's what I was on. You talk about this, you bring up this battle all the time.
That's the thing that made me a Sheed fan.
Yeah. That's crazy. You're the only person I heard say that, like type of shit. Like every time I hear one of my battles, it's True Foe, Kid Chaos, or it's or Zeus the God. So like hearing that, man, that's refreshing.
That's the one, man. That's the one. I love that battle. I study that battle all the time. But another one that people don't talk about is you and Lou Castro.
Oh man,
you had some bars here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you.
Man.
Look, you said I did you the worst cast. Even shot the Belly 2. Belly 2, probably one of the worst movies ever of all time.
The worst
for
cast.
The Ruler, I had to take desperate measures. How about a spare? Pop the trunk. Now get in it. Cass get in the back. It's a hearse now. My parents taught me all about B&Es. She really came from a broke-in home. The left eye fucked up like Meech Brother. Losing my sight. Losing my mind. Papa Roach. Nobody is doing that.
Nobody ever said that.
That approach to Lou like that. Where was your head at in this battle?
I'm gonna tell you, fool. I battled Nun the first time, right? So I battled Nun in Texas, and I went first. And I'm rusty because I just been waiting for a call and shit like that. So first round, I'm rapping a little fast. Second, his first round, he's rapping slower. I changed my pace a little bit, but third round, I really got into the hang of it. So after the battle, the nigga Nun like, yo, bro, man, I think a lot. You were saying some dope shit. I just think a lot of people wasn't hearing it correctly because you were saying it a little fast. So he's like, slow down. Fool, I had that battle the very next weekend. So crazy. Lou Castro followed that, and I remember what Nun said. And I said, you know what? I was still trying to get the round down. So whole time the nigga Lou Castro had ended up kind of like getting locked up for like one quick second. He got locked up like over some bullshit. So I heard that he wasn't showing up. And when he got out of jail, I called him. I was like, yo, bro, if you don't want to battle, fool, like if you don't want to battle, because I'm still trying to get it together. I said, yo, if you don't want to battle, we ain't got to battle, fool. You know, I know I just had a 3-round battle last week. You just got out of jail. And I think he took that as like a weakness. Like maybe he not ready. Maybe I can sneak him, like type of shit. So I knew 85% of my round. I just didn't know the end like that. I was choppy. So I said, he ended up showing up, and I said, all right, watch this. And as a rapper, when someone goes first, you get to see everything. And when you're done hearing the material, either your confidence goes crazy or you get discouraged. Type of shit. And when I tell you, my confidence went crazy. I was like, oh yeah, that's mine. I said, let's just get through this battle. Now I got it. Like type of shit. So Yeah, man. Shout out to Lou Castro. That's
Shout out.
one of my favorite battles, personally.
I love that battle. I love that battle. This
Yeah.
next one, it's a little less about love. I have to ask you where your head was at.
Hmm.
Let's get to it. And this guy is such a nice guy. This is such a good dude. Seeing this happen to him, I was just it was difficult. But Sheed happens versus SBE Smoke.
Oh
And there's
man.
there's a subject we're gonna get to later on, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna highlight some lines here.
Yeah.
Are you gonna pass that joint? Smoke should know his rules to this. Crazy.
Hmm.
Foots,
Hmm.
Gary, Soul, Eunice, you're all in unison. We'll get to
Yeah.
that specific line a little later. Bando
Hmm.
Benji, eventually we all knew that you was coming out. That's when I
Hmm.
fire it, sound like the typewriter on People's Court. Your fam leaving in a long box and pizza. I'm your
Yeah.
actual father. It's gonna hurt me to bury you face up with your hand out the dirt like the National Harbor. Left the nigga from the
Yeah.
mountain on jazz like Utah. Thanksgiving with
Yeah.
your cousins, I'm about to get the walk and smoke, which you did. It's just
Yeah.
too much. That was belt to ass, if I've ever seen it.
Fool,
Why
I was
why did you do that to Smoke? And salute Smoke. Great guy.
salute the SBE Smoke.
Hmm.
So what was going on was that in between me waiting for bigger opportunities, I wasn't really battling at OSBL.
Hmm.
So I wanted to just savor my availability. You know what I'm saying, my visibility too. So I just wanted to just chill for a little second. Like what was happening was we had some emerging MCs at OSBL, which we usually always do, man. We kind of built that from the ground up. And so we
Hmm.
became like a developing league. And
Hmm.
between that, it's niggas feeling themselves, and I started hearing that she can't do nothing with Smoke. And I was like, how
What?
can I do nothing with Smoke when Smoke has, I got to call out, say has my style. Like I was like, yo, you guys, I was like, man, I know how this game go, man. This game is like, yo, man, they don't care about the imitators. You know what I'm saying? They don't care if somebody
Yeah.
mimics you or anything like that. They just care about what's on the fucking table.
Yeah.
Man, look, at the end of the day, I like this. So it got me very irritated that I was like, yo, what? I kind of felt like I got disrespected, like amongst the league. And I was like, man, y'all don't even know what's going on. As I was looking in the crowd, I said, man, how are they supposed to know what's going on when a lot of niggas not even here no more? So it was like one of those things where I was like, okay, watch. It was like five of them that I was like, yo, five of these new niggas in my league that felt like they could fuck with me. SB Smoke was like one of the trailblazers for
Hmm.
their class. I said,
Hmm.
watch what I do. All right, watch this, watch what I do. And I tried to give him as much advice as I can. I told him
Hmm.
go first. I said, bro, go first because you want the viewers to see you first because I'm about to send you to the fucking moon. And he's like, yeah, all right, this and that, all right. And he was like, and he considered it, and he ended up going first, and then it was over after that. I swear, after his round, it cuts, but you see me look up, and Woosaw is standing on stage looking. I look up and I say, Woo, what the fuck? He's dead. But I was like, yo, he's dead. Like, and it just ended up happening, man. Shout out to SB Smoke, but
Shout out to SB Smoke. A
it
great,
was like a
very
no
talented young
contest.
man.
No
Very talented young
contest.
man.
No
He just ran
contest.
into a Mack truck.
Angry, bro. I was angry. I was
Yeah.
that whole rip when I was saying uh uh I styled this shit. When I was like, yo, like I'm like, yo, and two, I'm really running down like, yo, man, let me drop some stats on y'all real quick. Like I styled
Mhm.
all this. I styled your style, and in your first battle, I styled you. I gave you a trophy hoodie. I gave you your style. I gave you. It was just all style that I just like, yo. I found like 2 bars with style, and I said, you know what? I'm about to make a whole 12 to 24 bars about style. And then that was it, man. That was it, man.
God bless him,
Shout out
man.
to
God
Smoke.
bless him. Shout out to SB Smoke. This next one, I think, is like you said a few times now about waiting on that call. I feel like you answered the call and did exactly what you were supposed to do. I don't want to quote bars from every round because I want people to go watch this incredible performance. But
Mm-hmm.
Sheed happens versus Kid Chaos.
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell you some
Oh
of my
man.
favorite lines here. Fuck
Word.
you thread like Conor McGregor. Got chaos all in the head. Now he's schizophrenic. Left chaos all over swamp like Lord Farquaad. We see right through
Mhm.
chaos defense. It's a riot shield. We step with switches. It's a power walk. Silencer. I bet nobody hear my rounds no more. You got
Yeah.
McDonald's money? Well, yes, I
Yes,
do.
I do.
Hey, that McDonald's money bar was so crazy.
Yeah, I
And
think
the
that's
way
one
you
of my
set it
best
up,
bars. Yeah,
oh my God. Talk to us about that
yeah.
battle with you and Kid Chaos.
Man, that is in my top three favorite battles. Me personally. All right, so before that, right? I was in a debacle. I was in the
Mm,
tabloids, me and Miss Hustle, and it was like, yo, man, the story was just getting flipped so many different type of ways that people was like, man, I'm just running with this story, and
mm,
it pissed me off so much because it went from, man, it went from some competitiveness, like now, but people didn't
mm,
know when light work first started.
mm,
The studio, they wasn't allowing fans yet.
mhm,
Outside, they had all the MCs. Now, this is
mhm,
one of the first times they opened up the studio. They
mhm,
asked us to be there at 2.
mhm,
I didn't rap until about 9:30. So I'm the whole time people are practicing outside and all shit like that, and I'm taunting Miss Hustle. She's taunting me. We over in separate corners. We pass each other, and I was like,
mhm,
man. She's like, man, I'll pop off right here. Stop fucking playing with me. I said, what? I'll pop. Boom! I started rapping because it's us as rappers. She raps half of her first round, and we say,
mhm.
all right, stop it, stop it, stop it. I'm gonna see you on stage, motherfucker. We start going crazy, and after the battle, interviews come out and say, man, Miss Hustle and she happen sit down and write together.
And wrote
They
together. Yep, I
rehearse
remember
together. They
that.
wrote everything together. This and
Yep.
that. Man, what's happening with battle rap? Man, I had loaded luck saying my fucking name. He said, man, what's up with your man? I was mad as shit. I'm like, yo, man, I can't believe that. But I understood that, yo, it's not a lot of stains on me.
Mhm.
This in battle rap, you can name almost any battle rapper who got a couple years on him. Just if you shout out a name, I'll be like, boom, he got this, he got
Scandal,
that, he
scandal,
got
scandal
this.
central. Yep.
It's all
Yep.
scandal. So I said, you
Yep.
know what? I'm cool with this stain on my jacket because it's like, yo, I know what really happened. So
Mhm,
what happens is they say that they're dropping the battle. All right,
mhm.
cool. Just so happened they're dropping the battle on the day that I battle Kid Chaos. And I'm sitting up there like, yo, I'm waiting to be called up. And next thing you know, they play light work.
Mhm,
Play light work, and I see it on the playback. I'm seeing results 2-1 either way. Hustle 3-0, she 3-0, but then I lose the money. So I lost. I
Wow.
lost some money because light work was for some bread. I
Yeah.
lose the money. She happens to Kid Chaos to the stage. I went right to the stage. That's why I grabbed the coin. It was like, yo, I just lost the 5,000, and then they Kid Chaos and she to the stage. Now I said, you know what? I'm rapping. I was like, I'm about to rap
Right.
right now. Like I was
Right.
pissed. So that's why I snatched the coin. Like I was like, all
Mhm,
right, let's go. But
mhm,
that was one of my favorite battles because we was in neutral grounds on the West
mhm,
Coast, and
mhm,
um and between the material he had, between the material I had, you can hear him second round say, "Oh, this is about to be a classic." Like this about to, after I dropped the McDonald's, he just knew because we
mhm,
had a mutual respect for each other. In the whole
mhm.
interview and the whole process, I'm like, "Yo, Kid Chaos don't really have bad battles, man." Like, and it's like I know
Facts.
I'm an entertainer. It felt like Classic City, type of shit. So,
100%.
man, it's a lot of bars in that the silencer. I bet nobody hit my round. I literally just added that because I was angry. Like I literally
Wow.
just added that bar, and I said, "Man, fuck it, we gonna roll with that." And the crazy thing is, after my first round, the nigga Kid Chaos, the start of his first round, he
Mhm.
whispers all camera. That's why he wanted to go first. It's like, yo, I wanted. He ended up saying my same exact bar, silencer bar, and I was like, yes, I got him. I was like, I got him. So yeah, that's one of my
It,
that's one of my favorite battles. The McDonald's money bar.
it landed so
Look,
perfectly.
fool. When I tell you that literally happened because I was over my folks' house and they was
Mhm,
picking up their child, and where
mhm,
the baby mother was picking up the child, and as they got in the car, she was telling my man, like, man, did they eat yet? She's like, man, she didn't even eat yet. So as they driving off, you can hit the windows roll down. And he's like, man, can we go to McDonald's? His daughter was like, can we go to McDonald's? She's like, you got McDonald's money? Boom. It was like, everybody say that.
Facts.
Everybody say that.
Facts.
I said, all right, bet. Let's make this shit a bar. Let's make this
Fire.
shit a bar. Hey y'all, there is no Mrs. McDonald.
She did not get robbed.
She did not get robbed. I didn't. There is no Mrs. McDonald. All right.
Okay.
Like that, yeah.
Okay.
That's
I'm glad you could clear that up.
I cleared that up, man. I got hate letters, man.
Encouraging kids to rob their teachers for McDonald's,
man,
that's
that's
crazy.
what you doing? I'm like, nah, that's not what I'm doing. That Miss McDonald, she was cool.
All right. So this next battle, and this has happened a couple times to you, but this was the second time you battled this gentleman, and this is just, you can feel the intensity in the battle. I always tell people to go watch this battle whenever I talk about you. The competitive spirit. It's just you can just tell both of you wanted to win. And this is Sheet Happens versus True Foe Part 2. And some of my favorite lines from you are, you barely survived the blade like Paul Pierce. Last thing he saw was all Burberry. Should have known a baby's coming. Your ops didn't need 10 shots, just one through Foe head. Sum it up with the M16. I already told you, Foe times Foe. Still managed to eat after 12. Got him like Dylan Roof. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's part one. That's part one, bro.
That was part one?
That's part one.
No, that's UM4.
Yeah, I battled him UM5 too. That was part two.
Oh.
Yeah, you watched the wrong one. You watched the wrong one. Watch the wrong one.
Well, talk to me about this battle, because this was.
While we here, right?
Talk to me about both of them.
While we here,
Mm-hmm.
that battle, I just finished battling Murder, right?
Okay.
And this is the most notoriety I think I've ever gotten. I was getting DMs from celebrities, NBA players. I was like, it was like, I never got that much attention, and I never battled that quick before. Like it was like 2 weeks later. So the stardom of and the shock, and there's a such thing as a battle high. You do so good, it just feel like you just stepped off stage for the next 3 days. It feel like that. It feel like you just stepped off stage. Yeah, the constant praise and things and so forth. That's why loss hurts so much, because you can lose in the building, you can lose live, and when it comes out on camera, like when it comes out, you can lose 3 fucking times for one battle. So me feeling like I won 3 times in one battle, I 30 Murder to advance in a tournament, and that I've watched on the sidelines. I was like, yo, this is gonna be my turn. So for the first 4 or 5 days, bro, I can't lock in. Like, I'm still looking at highlights. I'm still like, ooh, I was going crazy up there. Like, all right, lock in. But then I'm back on Twitter, looking at my highlight again, looking at this.
Wow.
So I ended up locking in my my rounds. Third round, I was really, really struggling outside, and I ended up locking it in. But what I'm trying to get to is the feeling was missing. The intensity was there, but the feeling, I felt like I was just reciting, and I wasn't feeling the lyrics, because I was just up there just trying to remember it. Yo, push through, rap, and I hide things very well. But up there, I was nervous as hell rapping. Man, before they even started, man, Smack had to, just like the Kid Chaos battle. Well, not the Kid Chaos, no, I'm completely mistaken. That's Danny battle. But in this battle, Smack had to tell people to stand behind me. I didn't know that True Foe and real name Brandon were cousins.
Cousins, yeah.
I didn't know that shit, right?
Yep.
Then True Foe, slick motherfucker, this nigga stay out there after the first round. When I go home, I waste like 2 days with travel, jet lag, landing. Now I'm trying to get into the mix. He stayed. Smart move, motherfucker. Smart move. And between his antic with the shoes, that's why my acceptance speech was like, man, I'm not even about to act like I'm mad about the verdict. That nigga deserved it. He misses his man's funeral, this and that. Like, he was, it's like, yo, he wanted it more. And I understood, because it was a split decision. I lost by one judge, and that was
it's a close battle. To
Yeah,
be
my
honest.
tone bro was saying like it's just he just wanted, it's like, man, his energy. And I'm like, yo, what? But when I finally watched the battle
You
after,
understood.
son, I couldn't watch the battle for like at least a couple months. I
Oh,
couldn't even, I was that disappointed, bro. I was trying to get out the street, fool. Like I was trying to get out. And I was like, yo, I need this bread so I don't go do something wild, like type of
yeah.
shit. So when I
Yeah.
lost, I was like, man, I gotta turn up. And I don't want to turn up right now, like type of shit. Like it was just one of those feelings. But I took the L well, and I told myself, I don't know when I'm gonna do a rematch,
Mm-hmm.
but he's on my list of rematches. So when part two came around,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I just knew I already left my controversy from versus Nun Nun,
Mm-hmm.
and I that was another rematch battle. I battled Nun Nun
Facts.
March
Twice.
March 5th, and then the
Mm-hmm.
tournament started the very next month, and I had none round one, which I will say that I put in my bid over the phone, like, man, y'all should
Uh-huh.
just throw me in that joint.
Mm-hmm.
And P was like, all right. And he's like, man, we'll see what we can do. I'm watching the draft. Next, you know, my name flip over. I said, what the fuck? I'm in the tournament. I was like, yo, I was like, what the fuck just happened? And it
Yeah.
was like, I'm going against none. I said, oh shit, bet. I thought to myself, I was like, yo, fool, if you lose to this nigga twice, I
It's
said,
gonna
yo,
be a
because
problem.
on the app they got you losing. I felt like I won, but it was like it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
You lose twice to this nigga, man. Hey, shout out to Nana, but
Shout out to
this how
None
my
None. Shout
mind
out to
went.
Trufo as
This
well.
how my mind went.
Mm-hmm.
Let this white boy get you twice. Hey,
Okay.
you know when niggas start to, you gonna let this white boy get you twice? It's like I was like, yo, I'm not gonna do it. So even I think that battle, the part two was very debatable.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up being the victor. So leading into it, then these niggas is talking about you robbed none. You robbed him, you robbed him.
Mm-hmm.
I turned it into merch. I was like, yo, trophy merch. I had a robbery mask, a ski mask on. I showed up to the face off like I was in jail. You know, I had an overalls on and type of shit like that. I just really sold it. Type of nigga I am, I lean into all bullshit. It's like, I
Yeah.
bet that's what we gonna do. I can't get this off my jacket.
Yeah.
Spill.
That's
Like
it. That's it.
now it's a design. Like that's how I come with shit.
You a genius
So
like that though.
I just know how to market. So
Yeah, you
in
do.
between it, I was just going ahead with the robbery. So my first bar, it was really for my first bar. I did all
Mm.
of that so I can say rob bars hit hard when you actually rob niggas, because he says gun bars hurt when you actually
Actually shot
shot
niggas.
niggas.
Yep.
And I
Yep.
was like, ask none. Shit, I didn't actually rob niggas. And it was like, oh, like he just went with it. Like he just
You
said he
owning it like
robbed
that.
him.
Yep. Yep.
Let's go. And
Yep.
that right there is my favorite battle that I've ever had. That's my favorite
Amazing.
battle. I can't
Amazing.
people ask me to get in that bag and I can't, bro. Like I
There's just
can't
too
get
much history that brought that out of you.
fool. It was for 100,000. My
Mm-hmm.
second rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Nunu is up there saying, yeah, I don't think Sheed is this and that, and Trufo is this and that. Like I said, it was a part two. It was my second redemption battle,
Mm-hmm.
second rematch. Man, it's
Mm-hmm.
very hard to
It was too much
emulate
on the
that.
line. Yep.
Fool, man. And when I tell you, I've never practiced. Well, no, I have. I will. I got to take that away because at first I never practiced that hard. I
Mm-hmm.
practiced till I was like I'm talking about like this. And I said, 4, 5, like I'm dead, like tired, and I'm practicing every day. I call my family like, yo, man, y'all know I got something I got to do. If it ain't an emergency, leave me
Don't
alone.
call. Yep.
Leave me
Yep.
alone. This battle
Yep.
is very important to me. And
Yep.
Doc can show for the shout out to Doc,
Shout
a
out,
big
Doc.
supporter that day. Big supporter that day, man. I
Mm-hmm.
felt like if I felt like Doc being on my side just that day, it was just one of those things where I was just like, yo, I didn't really even need nobody else. Like type
Mm-hmm.
of thing. I don't know why. It's just the way the support was crazy. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm over in the corner and I'm hearing Nunu about to announce our battle, and she's just saying certain things about me and saying certain things about True Foe, and I hear it. And
Mm-hmm.
then next, they call us up. I'm over there in the corner, and it takes us a second to even get brought up to the stage because I was in a zone, bro. I was cursing, like I was cussing up a storm, and that was the most mad I've been. I was like, yo, I was like, man, this nigga's not better than you, bro. You gonna let this nigga walk over you again, man? That nigga snuck out of here last time with that bread. That nigga think he better than you. I'm talking to myself like crazy. I'm like, that nigga's not, and I just start kirking. He's not fucking better than you. Neither. And then Doc kind of came over like, yo, you good? Yeah. I didn't even realize they've been calling me to the stage, and I was like, oh, I'm good. Let's go. Like I'm telling you, bro. Like I turn into She Happens. Right there, I say a prayer, and I
That's
turn to She
crazy.
Happens, and I was like, let's go. And from there, it was history, bro. It was history, man.
Nice.
I loved all three of those rounds. The third round meant a lot to me. Truffaut had was he was exceptionally good too. I wish he would have got through his material just a little bit better. We would have had a very good classic. I think it's still a classic on my end, but yo, that battle's very special to me. Very special to me.
Now
Favorite
listen,
op. That's my favorite op.
speaking of special battles, I want to preface this by saying that every now and again a battle happens that is a timeline shifter. A battle happens that is so different from every other battle before it and after it that it's almost a milestone in creativity. And
Mm-hmm.
this is the only way I can describe this battle as a milestone in creativity. It is my number 3 battle of the year for 2025.
Yes, sir.
Impeccable rapping on both sides. When I finished watching the battle the first time I saw it, I had to go for a walk and just try to grasp what I had just watched. And then I came back home and I got on Twitter and I said, that was impactful. That was something different.
Frank, do you remember you called me before I even landed?
Yeah?
You called me before I even landed, and right when I land, you're the first person that calls. I said, "What's going on, Frank? Fuck all that, man. You need to go and do your thing." Like you was like, "Hey, yo, if we had a conversation, we gonna leave it at that. We gonna have a conversation." And I was like, man, I appreciate. He said, man, what I just saw was amazing. Was absolute amazing. And he's like, man, I'm looking forward to what you do this year. I remember you being like one of the first calls when I landed, but
Yo,
that battle versus Jay the Nitewing, bro.
Sheet Happens versus Jay the Nitewing. Anyone watching this, challenge me if you will. Number 3 best battle of 2025. And I really could get audacious and say it's the second best battle, but we're neither here nor there. It's a phenomenal battle. These are the lines. And I'm only doing a couple lines because I want everyone to go and watch this battle. It is timeless. And URL TV, I said it privately, I'm gonna say it publicly. Put this battle on YouTube now. Now let's get to it. You're pretty still like Yoshi titties. We all know you're not gonna move.
That one?
This is the night we leave like Harriet Tubman. I'll wrap your mummy up a knocks on the moon. The mechanical bull throwing me off. You don't even hold your autocorrect. You're all types of wrong. Whoa. Even if I don't move like the Green Army toys, it's still action. Duct tape wing up like Spirit Flight. Yo, you're enough. Go watch this battle. If you're watching this interview, stop what you're doing. Go watch this battle. Sheed, talk to us about what this battle was like for you and why the hell it's such a great battle.
Because I was the most scared I ever been. I've never been scared of no opponent ever, but Jay the Nitewing.
Wow.
I understood when people told me it was scary writing for me because they didn't know what avenue I was going. It's like I'm so unorthodox, they didn't know where to start. And I was like, okay, that must work good. I got good defense, I guess, as far as like when you defense that you can't see, type of shit like that. Like, so preparing for him, I felt the same way. I said, oh, I get it. And it was just like, yo, bro, when I tell you, man, I have so much respect for Jay the Nitewing. When we rapped on the phone and we was trying to lock in a battle, we just have mutual respect for each other. And we were just talking for hours, bro, just about how the game was. Like just how like it's so microwave now that we gotta shift, that we gotta rap up there, that we gotta bring lyricism. Like, man, like let's do this, let's do that. And it was just one of those conversations where it's like, man, we locked this battle in, bro. We gonna take it there. And then the battle got locked in. And it was like, yo, you a piece of shit. You a piece of shit now. We locking in. Boom. And it was like, yo, let's go. And when I tell you, man, I got into a bag with him, and I'm gonna tell you the bag that I got into. It was based off of something that he said, and especially in the third round where I really went into some shit. But I was watching this battle with Madflex, and he was saying, who should I be afraid of? He'll be doing me a favor if he bites my ear. He was talking about Mike Tyson, saving me from the voices at night I hear. And I'm like, yo, this is amazing. Like I was like, yo, this is just amazing. So the first round was literally made like you said, even if I don't move like the Green Army toy, it's still action. Before that, when I'm rapping, I'm saying I'm not saying you got to reload with the bullets that came out of them. Like I'm not saying you got to be extreme performer, but watch how the round pick up. Like I was trying to teach him, like yo, fool, you're phenomenal, but what's stopping you from being a star is you don't move. You're not an entertainer. Like you rap very well, but what's stopping you from being a star is you're not an entertainer. So the whole first round, I made sure I moved the most. I did a lot of action bars type of thing. I just try to make sure my first round was action packed. My second round was just more so me just being she, you know what I'm saying, antics and shit like that. But my third round, that's the one that he quoted the most with me. And he was like, man, I really appreciate your third. And it was just one of those thirds to me that I just needed to say some things and get some things off my chest pertaining to the league and pertaining to my patience, man. Like I exercise great patience. I stay quiet, but that don't mean that I'm not frustrated. You know, so I wanted him to know that I'm one of you. Like I'm one of I was like I'm the I said I'm the walking, talking, high risk, low reward. I'm the folklore, the unspoken for. I'm talking about the real rappers. That's backboard J, not the shot callers, but the dogs with the shot callers on their vocal cords. Without AI, nigga, my voice is yours. So it was like one of those. It was like, yo, I'm rapping to you like, yo, I'm one of you. Like we can really rap if we really want to. There's a lot of artists that's in the game who does mumble rap. It's a lot of artists in the game who do club anthems that can really rap, but the fans want something from them and they really want to rap. But when the audience want a certain thing, just like, all right, man, sometimes they don't support the other one. Who knew Designer can really lay 16s? Designer is dropping 16s and 24s with so much swag versus his it's like, yo, I thought that's all you can do. It's what they wanted. So it was just one of those things like I'm tired of rapping for what they want. I'm so tired of this shit. I got to get niggas on my page. I got lost for a little second. I felt like I was writing, and I'm like, would they get this? Do they get to the? And I started off the game with saying that get on my page. Somehow, I started thinking about the consumer's page, and I started to get lost. So that recentered me. That battle means a lot to me because it happened in January. Called one of the battles of the year, and we made it through the entire year, and it held its own. It's like, yo, that's very tough. It's a lot of new entries that start in July, October, type of shit like that. For me to carry that battle all the entire 12 months. Nobody did a 12-month stretch as far as battle of the year besides Shotgun Sugar and Easy to Block happened. It was just one of those type of things where it's like, yo, man, the content was there. Jada Nitewing was a opponent that I always wanted to battle, so it was special to me. He told me he wasn't going to let me down. And I was like, damn. You know, for a guy who got a ranking above me, and he's like, man, I know I'll be fucking up sometimes, but I can't do that with you. I'm not going to let you down. So I ain't going to let you down. We're going to have a classic. And that's how it turned out, man. Shout
I'm
out
gonna
to
say it
Jay,
again.
man.
Put that battle on YouTube
On
now.
YouTube, right now.
Yes,
Battle on YouTube, man. Let's get it. Appreciate that.
man. Let's. So this next battle, I'm gonna say this as a fan. I understand as an executive and as a lover of battle rap that things happen, breakdowns occur. We can't control that. As a fan, there are certain battles where it's like it shouldn't have happened with this.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the lines that you had here were so good.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, not only people in the building, but people like watching the stream couldn't hear it. And
Woo.
when I did my recap, I was very frustrated at that fact because you had
Man.
lines like you was embarrassed when your teeth fell out. I was happy to see them canines leaving. Lay a hook mid argument. I'm Ray Charles. Arms out, holding that train from going down like Peter Parker. From sleeping on my hands to ahead of the rest. What? Look, your
Man,
material for
bro.
ORED is unquestionable. You had some fire material. Talk to us about what happened with the battle, though.
This is my first battle that I was a victim of technical difficulties. I've
Yeah.
never been in a battle where I had technical difficulties. I've been in a battle when I previously had shades on for like a second because I was doing a segment.
Mhm.
I hid behind my shades because it was so discouraging while I was rapping, bro. Um, there's a difference between we can't hear you as far as volume and yacht, 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 4-5 lift, thumbs up, yacht, 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 yacht. It
Yeah.
sounds like if anybody has been in the spaces, we call it
Mhm.
hell. Oh, yo, you're in hell. Like, and it's like, yo, but given that this is the misconception
Yeah.
that I was in the venue
Mhm.
kept on walking out and walking and getting my rounds together because I thought I was going next. It wasn't until Kenny, I asked Kenny one time because I was told that I was opening up the card. But then
Mhm.
Rosenberg Raw and Chilla Jones, I understood they had to do some commentary and one had to run the show. So I thought I was going on second.
Mhm.
And I kept locking in. And the way the analogy that I use is when you're locking in, it's like a sniper position. But when you're getting called next, your eyes in the scope now. I'm laying down this whole time, just going over
Mhm.
my rounds. I'm thinking I'm next, and I'm looking in the scope. So now your eye starts getting tired, your mind gets tired, type of thing.
Mhm.
But I keep on leaving to rap. What I'm getting to is I'm not hearing the raps. I'm not hearing the mics, and I'm not hearing what's going on because I'm so locked in trying to get my shit together. Some people might even tell you I was on the steps like this. I'm
Wow.
on the steps like that, trying to just rap and get my shit together.
Mhm.
So when they call us up, it's crazy because I compare it to, if you're playing the game with your little brother and you got the broken joystick, you know, it was a bad mic. So there was a broken joystick where the D-pad didn't work. And then there's another broken joystick when the D-pad don't work and the shooting button is jammed. I had a mic where that first we was micing up, right? I went up
Mhm.
there early because I was like, yo, I
Mhm.
think there's a better mic up there because XL said, yo, if you can rip off the mics and it's a better mic up there versus the two. It's still bad, but it's one that's better. I
Okay.
went up there early for mic check. I go up there
Mhm.
and I'm so early that the camera guy and the mic guy, Chilla was waiting for O-Red to come out. So O-Red's taking a second to get to the stage and Chilla say, fuck it, just mic us up. When he
Oh
mics
wow.
us up, I'm hearing the yo, yo, yo. Chilla sounds way louder than me. I said, man, give me
Mhm.
that. We
Mhm.
switch, right?
Mhm.
The cameraman not being familiar of who I am, when old Red comes up, right? He takes off my mic and takes off Chilla's mic. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is he doing? And then they was like, all right, man, let's go ahead and flip the coin. I mean, let's go ahead and get the coin flip. Let's make up the MCs. And the dude who had the mics was like, where's the other rapper? I'm like, right here, nigga. He said, oh, when Chilla said just mic us up, I thought he was just grabbing a random person. He was like this with the mics now. Oh. So he gave me my mic. He gave O'Red his mic. I'm like, yo, yo, yo. I think I'm all right. He go O'Red. Yo! I'm like, oh!
You got the better
Mic.
mic.
I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm like, yo. Anyway, they had a monitor in the front, bro, and it's not an echo. It doesn't yo, 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 yo. It was a delay, bro. It was
Oh,
yo, yo.
that's even worse than it. That's worse.
It's worse than an
Mhm.
echo, fool. And it was like, yo, it's so bad. It's
Mhm.
if the battle drops or when the battle drops, you want to see me first round rap, and I start rapping. I do this. literally do that while I'm rapping. I'm like, oh, I couldn't stop, but I knew. Hey man, get these mics together. Hey man, it stops your whole momentum. So I
Yeah,
just
it
said, yo,
stops
please,
everything. Yeah.
just rap through it. I couldn't see the crowd because my shades on. I
Yeah.
couldn't see. Not. I was like, that battle was a blur to me, and I think I had some good material. I could
You
not
did.
let it simmer. I couldn't
Mhm.
let it chill because when you're hearing the delay, you don't know if that's you or the crowd. It
Mhm.
started to get confusing on the reactions. I remember
Mhm.
stopping, thinking I was like, because I said, and that ah sounded like ah. It's like that was just me.
Yeah.
I thought I had a reaction. I'm like, yo, bro. I said, you know what? Let me just speed through this material.
Mhm.
Let me just get through this material. And that's the most professional I had to keep it. The response I got, I learned the lesson from it too. Even though through turmoil and technical difficulties, I was told that people could not tell that I was rattled. Like people couldn't. They was like, "Yo, you hell." I couldn't
Yeah,
tell
you was
nothing was
getting through the
happening.
material.
You
Yep.
was
Yep.
extremely professional because I'm sitting up there like, "Yo," and I thought it was only me. It wasn't until the battle was over, bro, when I went into the stands and I
Mhm.
heard now my whole defense is dropped. The battle's over, so now I'm relaxed.
Mhm.
When A Ward and Jada Nightwing rap, I
That's a
recorded it, bro.
it's a
It was
horrible
so
battle
bad.
to watch.
Son, it made me feel good. I know I sound like a hater. It made me feel good
Saying
because
it
I
made you
said,
feel good is
because I
crazy.
was like, oh,
This worse
this
than
is
yours. Yeah.
comparable. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, no wonder I wasn't getting. It was like affirmation. I was like, yo, thank you. Now
Yeah.
I know what the consumer was doing. That's why when
Mhm.
Jada Knight, I mean, that's why when Bill Collector and Snake Guys, they literally stopped the venue and went and purchased new mics. They purchased new mics, came into the venue. All those rappers are sitting there. It's Real Sick. It's me. It's A Ward. It's Real Deal. It's
Mhm.
XL. We're all chilling by like the bar. And when
Mhm.
it was a big intermission. Next thing you know, when they mic up Snake Eyes say, yo, and it sounded like
Like
it was
thunder.
speaking. Yo, it sounded like surround sound, and you could hear the
Nah,
crowd
that's
say,
crazy.
"Yeah!" That's why they got such a good reception because
Yeah.
the crowd has been deprived. So I
Yeah.
was seeing things online saying, "Now I don't like what the crowd did to She Happens or Oh Red." Nah, I can't even. It's easy to
Yeah.
go with that rhetoric, but that
Yeah.
wasn't the truth, man. The mics were so bad
Yeah.
that, and shout out to TBL, man. Shout out. It
They
was
did
just
what
one of
they
those
could, and
things.
yeah, yeah, things
They did what
happen.
they could
Yeah,
for the sound check. It looked like everything was good
yeah.
until the venue started. I was there, so
Mhm.
shout out to TBL, man. They did the best they could. I'm just glad that they decided. I'm mad that they didn't decide with my battle, but I'm
But
just
you're
happy
glad
they
they did it
decided.
anyway.
Yeah, that they could have
Yeah,
just let the whole venue go like that. But shout out to
yeah.
them, man.
Shout out to TVL.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we're gonna change the pace here because there's some questions I need to ask you. First and foremost, what class do you belong to?
No class. I'm in night school.
Are you the last PG?
I'm the last PG. I'm the last PG. They
Explain to people what that means because you're not Crucible. You know what I'm saying?
no,
So
nope.
what
I didn't have a
exactly does
class.
that mean?
I'm a survivor, man. Like, we
Yeah, I'm
see
a
the
survivor.
rollouts that's been happening. We see how the
Hmm.
Crucible rollouts go out. It's almost like, okay, after they do this, it's a final exam, and whoever
Hmm.
passes, they have things like words such as graduate and things so forth
Hmm.
like that. These are some
Hmm.
terms that was used for the PGs as well, but the
Hmm.
it was a failing system that they wanted to change up. Also, URL was transitioning to the app. I was
Hmm.
in the mix of this complete transition. It's like
Hmm.
I guess it's like starting a relationship when you're moving. Like it's like yo, like man, it was a
That's
bunch of
accurate.
shit going on that it's like
Hmm.
yo, but I'm moving at the same time. So I was very confused on what was happening, and I was so frustrated with how long I was waiting for my Zeus of God battle because
Hmm.
my next battle I battled Bars Major, and that was
Hmm.
quick. That was like a favor.
Hmm.
And then after that, I waited 9 months, and it was just like,
That's
yo,
crazy.
bro, like what's going on, man? And I had, I'm not gonna make it seem like they had me on the bench for 9 months. I had
Hmm.
six backouts. I had six
Wow.
backouts, and it was
Wow.
like, yo, man, I ended up getting dot, and then they had called me. They had called me to battle Stumbles, and I was like, yo, I'm
Hmm.
with it. Stumbles didn't accept the battle, or something ended up happening. And I was like, yo, they was like, don't worry about it. You about to be in the tournament. I said, who's in the tournament? They say the tournament and shit like that. And then Stumbles was in the tournament. I was like, y'all was about to make me battle Stumbles before I even got. I was like, yeah, this gonna make sense. Like, more ready now. So they kind of rewarded me for my patience and was like, you know what? We're gonna put you in the tournament. I know you ain't got a lot of traction, but we believe in you, like type of thing. So they ended up putting me in the tournament, and that tournament was a mixture of people who just kind of been waiting. True Foe was supposed to be in the tournament, the tournament with Ace Amin and Luke Castro and Kid Chaos and Jada Nitewing, but he ended up getting locked up, right? On my side, then you had Murder, who was also a nigga who had a PG right before me. Like right before me. I was the last one that they aired and they dropped before they cut off the entire process. So I was one of the last YouTube drops as far as a new guy before they cut off the entire process. And then they said there's no more PGs. So I was like, damn, I'm really the last PG. And the crazy thing was, I'm from Prince George's County. It just made sense. We called it PG County. I said, yo, man, this is kind of fire. And I didn't realize it. I just thought they was giving it a break, but we've been some years removed from this now. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start champion now. I'm the last PG, and I didn't have a class. I didn't have a rollout. They put me in a tournament. If I would have lost first round, I'm not here.
It's done.
Like, I'm not here. So it's
That's
like, yo,
crazy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I always had a little bit of resentment on that because I just felt like I had to really fight for my name type of thing. If it wasn't for my branding, if it wasn't for me doing what I had to do, I think I would have got lost in the mix. Because there's some niggas that was in that tournament that they just shooted them. Like it was just like, yo, you're done. That's it.
And we
It was
never
like,
heard from him again.
That could have been me. That's all I keep on thinking. I'm like, yo,
It couldn't have been
glad.
you. You too talented, brother.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man.
Speaking of talent, I'm gonna get to my controversial question after this. Give me your top 5 DMV battlers all time, because I see this tweet all the time and it be pissing me off because the order be wrong, the people they name be wrong. Who are the top 5 DMV battlers all time?
Okay, so I have to be technical.
Do your thing.
Baltimore is not the DMV.
Okay.
Baltimore is not the DMV. You can ask Baltimore. They don't claim the DMV.
So, okay, so
like
I spent a lot of time in Maryland, and that's a fact. Baltimore never considered themselves part of DMV. Now, in battle rap, and I love the unity, they do consider it that. So do we go with the battle rap definition of DMV, or are we going with the real definition of DMV?
That what Baltimore compromised. And they said, you know what? If we want to get with the movement, we want to show some unity, we're gonna go ahead and do this. And that was tough for them to do that because Baltimore is a very prideful, city. Like they're very
you
prideful.
Telling that's a fact.
Like so just as like the 757 don't claim, what I'm saying?
100%.
The VA part. So
anything past Arlington for real.
It's what our metro system, train system cannot get to. If our metro cannot get to you, you are not the DMV. That's how we felt.
So the orange line, if you pass the orange line, is a wrap. You pass Vienna.
Vienna, I was just about to say Vienna. That's it. Like
that's it.
So
if it ain't Franconia or Vienna, it's a wrap.
So I would say DMV. Ace Amin.
Number 1.
Happens.
Number 2.
We doing it in order.
Yeah. I thought you had it right so far.
I'm putting myself number 1.
Okay. So she then Ace.
1. She. Swerve.
Wait.
Wait. Hold on.
She is number 1.
No. Not Swerve. Swerve is number 3. Drugs.
Who's the number 2?
Ace.
Okay, so she the Ace.
I'm always put myself number 1.
I like that.
Drugs is 3. Ryder 4. 5 is a tie between Swerve and Cuban. Is a tie.
Putting Ryder over Cuban is crazy, but I respect it.
And Cuban kind of put belt to Ryder, but I remember what Ryder did. I can't take away what Ryder did.
Ryder's contribution is stellar.
Him and Drugs. I can't forget.
Salute Drugs, of course.
I remember just being a fan and watching them saying, "Man, fuck that. We from the DMV." And I remember watching. I was like, "That's what's up, man. That's what's up." So
Mhm.
I can never negate what they did.
Yeah, we can't hate
It's
on
a lot
legacy.
of
Drugs did his thing, 100%.
yeah.
And so,
Him and Ryder,
and
Ryder,
Rada,
Ryder
yep,
really.
yep.
Ryder, like he did a lot too, man.
Rada
The
Ramon,
2-on-2s that he did, man.
yep,
Him kicking down doors in the PGs, man. I used to
yep,
watch him like, yo,
yep,
this nigga from here, like type of
yep.
shit, because his hats was so fucking big, Ryder. That shit used to piss me off. But I was like, yo, but but that's my guy, man. That's
Yeah,
my
shout
guy.
out
That's
Rada.
one of the Haymaker Kings, man. So
Yep,
yeah,
great
that's my
music
top
too.
five.
Great music.
Amazing
Yep,
music,
yep,
man. So that's my
yep.
top five. That's my top five.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Say it one more time for the people.
She Happens, Ace I Mean, Drugs, Ryder, and Swerving Cuban as a tie.
At number 5. Okay. All right. I
Mhm.
respect it. Sorry, Eunice. Speaking of
Not
Eunice,
yet, not yet.
okay. Okay. Speaking of Eunice, and we're gonna be completely honest here. I remember and salute to Gary, very talented young man.
Mhm.
When he premiered on the Smack
Oh,
Track,
this is the controversial question.
I remember the
That's it. That's it.
comments.
That's
The
it.
comments said Gary happens, Gary commences. They called him
Stop,
Sheed
man.
commences, Sheed occurs. It was getting crazy in
Nah,
there.
that's not right.
And it's
Shout out to
not
my
just
ops,
him.
man.
It's not
Yeah.
just him. I'm gonna just say it because I know you don't want to say it. And you kind of referenced it in your smoke battle. But it's Smoke, Gary, Foots, and Eunice. All 4 of them
Mm-hmm.
have copied your style. Let's just put it out there. So I want to
Mm-hmm.
know, when are you going to battle Eunice and when are you going to battle Foots? Because the other guys, I forgive them because they're coming up, they're impressionable. It is what it is. But if you're going to stand and walk in the shoes of becoming legendary the way I think that Foots and Eunice are going to be, you got to go see the man you copying. So when do we get
Um,
Sheed versus Eunice and when do we get Sheed versus Foots? Because those have to happen for them to show the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And the thing about that is too, that
Or do you agree?
those
Let's start there. Do you agree that they sound like you a lot?
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
I think everyone sounds like somebody, and then they develop their own style, type of
100%.
thing. So
percent
like right now, you look like Av, but like it's like
His cousin
when you
Boulevard.
it's like then you develop your own style.
I
So
became my own man.
I think that starting off, especially too, because in the OSBL, when we started OSBL, development was very, very important. We knew
Mhm.
we had some juggernaut leagues such as CBG and Pit Fights and Showtime
Yes.
Arena. We had to compete with them. So one thing we didn't want to do, we didn't want to lie to MCs. If niggas was ass, like we would want you to say I'm ass. This bar
Mhm.
was ass, so we can develop faster and more accurate.
Okay.
That's due to me, Swerve, Kales, Ace. It's like just brutal truth, like
Mhm.
brutal truth. Slugger,
Mhm.
Vito, just brutal truth. It was like, no, that was ass and your ass if you keep rapping like that. And it made people butt heads, but it got people better. If you needed
Mhm.
me as an example to say, you know what, fuck this nigga shit, I'm about to write something crazy. Yeah, now what, nigga?
Mhm.
Cool with that, but I'm
Mhm.
not the type of nigga that if it's something in your nose and you about to go talk to a girl, I'll stop you and say, yo, it's something in your nose, bro. Some people let you go and
And
they
just
don't
let you
care,
run with
they
that.
don't care.
Yep.
So at times what was happening was that a lot of rappers was like asking me, all right, since you keep it, I gave a lot of constructive criticism.
Mhm.
So it was like, yo, do this, do that, or take out this, take out that, pause, rap this, rap that, or whatever like that. It was like change this up. Then next thing you know, it just started being, I was watching you do this. Yeah, that
Mhm.
do work, this and that. And what happens is that if you give them advice and it works, I need more. I need more. So often I was cool with having people under the wing, like because
Mhm.
I always looked at shit like, yo, me and Ace was just learning shit on the fly, bro. Me, Ace, and we were just trying to get things together. Like, yo, man, I don't know how this is. I don't know how that is. What they want? Oh, okay, that's what they want. We was figuring out things. We didn't have a lot of doors open. We kind of had to kick down doors and do our moves. And for a long time, people didn't even know I rap. They just thought I was Ace's man. because I
Wow.
was soaking up so much game that I was like, yo, I might not even say nothing. It's a clip of Ace, Surf, Nitty,
Mhm.
Geechee, Av, Chess, all in the hotel. I'm in the background on the wall.
Just
Like, cause I
chilling.
was just soaking up so much game. Like, man, let me hear this. Let me see what's going on.
Mhm.
And that's what I felt like. If you're gonna be an OG or you know what I'm saying, a pioneer for where you're from or a legend where you're from, you got to put people on, man. So I started like just saying the game, and people just gravitated toward it. We used to call it the school. It's like, yo,
Mhm.
you gotta go to school, bro. Like, we'll tell
Mhm.
you at the school what you need to do. You need some multisyllabics. You need some better assemblies. You need to dribble. You need to do this, and we'll put you in the school and then try to make you a better MC, hoping that you'll find yourself. So yeah,
And
my
instead, they
style
found
got
your
emulated.
style.
My style got emulated. I ain't gonna
Mhm.
lie.
Mhm.
I'm cool with it because my style was such a it's acquired taste. Nobody wants it. Don't nobody. They was trying to get me to change my style so much, bruh.
Mhm.
Like I was on the bench for a minute because they were saying I know you're fire, but I just don't know how the people are going to just
Because it's
consume you.
polarizing. Some people like it, some people don't like it. Yeah. Yeah.
I said, yo, like the way this game go, I remember telling P, man, it's just like having some tree you don't personally like to smoke. Yo, put it on the streets, man, and see what the people say. Don't sit up here
100%.
like this ain't really it, man. Put it out on the streets and it'll
100%.
sell. It'll let you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what ended up happening. But yeah, I can't help it if people have gravitated to my style. All I can
Mhm.
do is that when you line this up, I'm gonna show you the difference between a Phantom and a Chrysler. That's it.
And that
That's it.
goes for Eunice and Foots.
No, that goes for everybody. The Eunice Foots, Gary,
Mhm.
Smoke, and
Mhm.
anybody else that's trying to have my style in some type of way. That goes for the faux dev. That go for like it go for a lot of people who be kind
Mhm.
of like between my pitches and my
So you
taming
heard.
and
So
my
you. Wait. So
oh
you
man,
heard when Foed Dev was doing it. Nah, see, there's a certain tournament that happened, and I remember Foed rapping, and I was like, wait a minute. Okay,
yeah,
okay, we on the same page.
it's more names. I'll get around to them all. I'll get around to them all
Okay.
on the low, man. I haven't seen a style emulated like this since twerk. It's like, yo, I haven't seen a
Mm.
style and people say whatever they
Woo.
want about my style,
That's
but
crazy.
my style, I can name about 6 or 7 people who emulated my style, and there's more. It's by name that
Man.
y'all know. But shout out to them, because niggas is still, I can't take away niggas' creativity,
Mm-hmm.
niggas hustle, niggas pen the work that they put in. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yo, that's it. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I'll
and
get on.
honestly, when you creative like that, it's always in battle rap. I've noticed that people with the unique styles always takes them longer to get where they need to get. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
but we tired of waiting, the Sheet fans. So it's your time now, and everybody that's mimicking you got to fall back.
Hmm.
With all of that said, you made an announcement recently, and I want to give you the floor to speak on it, and then to kind of let us know as Sheet fans what is the future for Sheet Happens.
Okay, so I just recently shout out to Kales,
Shout out,
somebody who's
Kels.
been here through the beginning of my journey. And top of last year, I wanted to make this decision. I wanted to make this decision last year, but I felt like some changes needed to happen with my camp.
Mhm.
So out of respect, I was like, you know what? Let me put these changes, excuse me, let me put these changes on the table, see if these changes get picked up and see if they get acted on before I make my move, like type
Mhm.
of thing. It's almost like in any relationship. If you're not happy, you got to announce what you're unhappy about to see if your partner's going to change or see if the situation changed before you decide if you want to roll. And I will say that between that conversation, that the internal conversation was this something that you want to do on your own? I know it's some manager issues or whatever it is, but is this something you want to do with your brand? Because I'm all for you just go ahead and growing. But I think since I had like 2 small issues, that I said, you know what, let me just let the manager side take over. Maybe that'll change how I feel. So toward the end of the year, I just kept on feeling like, man, I just want to take my brand to a new height. I want all the credit. I often put myself last in a lot of things, and I'm one of the most unselfish people. But sometimes I heard from this guy named Frank that yo, we learned 2025 that some selfish is good. Some
Yes.
selfish is good. And
Yeah.
between that, I was just saying to myself, like, you know what, man, what do you want to do? It's like this is what I want to do. Then I was like, what does Sheed Happens want? It's like, yo, it's the artist and you. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, man, and it's like, you know what? We're both talking. And it was like, you know what, this is what I want to go ahead and do. Me and Kales had a conversation, very healthy conversation, very transparent. We always had that conversation. And she fully supported me. She fully supported me. We even talked about some other stuff after it, type of thing like that, because it's
Amazing.
always love. I look at Kales as a little sis. This is
Mm-hmm.
if I had to compare it to something, this is Kendrick Lamar leaving TDE. Like as far as the statement of like, man, I will never forget you, Punch. I'll never
Mm-hmm.
forget what's going on. What I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying is that Jordan left Nike so Jordan can be Jordan type of
Mm-hmm.
thing. And it's like that's just the feel that I had. It's like, you know what, man, I'm gonna take my shit to new heights because I don't only see me as a battle rapper. I see me as an entertainer. I see me as a clothing ambassador. I see myself as, you know, a lot of things that's like, you know what, let's garnish all of this because there's gonna be a time when this expires. And I want to make sure that when I leave, I say I did everything that I wanted to do because
I
I'm gonna
love
be
it.
left with my own legacy, and I don't want my legacy in anybody's hands. That goes for everybody. I gotta bring it back home. So I said this year, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Man, I'm very, very hyped for you.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
extremely hyped to see what you do. You are a brand that's larger than life, from the clothing to the battles to the personality to the entertainment factor. The sky is the limit for Sheed Happens.
My God, my God.
And on that note, stuff happens. What are we doing with stuff happens? You thought I was gonna let you get out of here without addressing that?
No, I wasn't gonna let you get out of here
Okay,
without me
so
saying this
stuff
name.
happens. I'm watching this battle, and Nitty and Ace are going to war. And I had Ace winning low key, but that's neither here nor there. They're going to
Hmm.
war. They're
Hmm.
going to war, and out of nowhere,
Out of
unprovoked,
nowhere.
That
unprovoked, Nitty goes, "Stuff happens." I was like, "How dare you?" And when he said it, how did you react, and where are we going from there?
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
My
See,
earphones
even
just
now
died.
you're affected by that bar.
Man, my earphones fucking died, man.
Nah, brother. Nah, brother. Rum Nitty works in mysterious ways. What's
That
going
man,
on
I'm
with
on to you,
Sheed Happens
baby.
versus
I'm
Rum
on to
Nitty?
you. So look, it's crazy because somebody behind it was Foots and somebody right behind Foots who did not understand the dopamine bar. So
Mhm.
I'm literally hearing you gonna release the dopamine, some more squeeze. What does dopamine mean? I turned around and said some slump action, pump action. I turned right back around explaining it. And I'm looking and I see that if this is Ace right in front of you, and I'm over to the side this way, next thing you know, Rum was lined up right with Ace. The next thing you know, he's over here. And I was like, why it look like he looking at me? But it just, he was like, pump action. Some cotton ball stuff happens. Man, all I did was just grab my chest like he shot me. This motherfucker shot me. And,
Yeah.
and from that day, I said, I have to get Rum Nitty back. I have to
Yes.
battle him. And Rum Nitty has to come outside this year, man.
2026. It has to
I,
happen.
I want him on a big stage. I want him on volume. I don't want him in
It
a
can't be no
Nexus.
foo-foo card. It
Man,
gotta
I
be.
don't want no card that respectfully that they just came up with a name like that sound good. No, I want him on a stage because he shot me in front of all of y'all. Don't let me try to talk to him in the corner over here. He shot me in front of a lot of people. So either he's gonna be on stage, but if it's a small room, I'll go for volume because he's the king
Has
of
to be.
volume. So
Has to
it's
be.
man, Rum Nitty has to come outside. That battle must before I get out of here, fool. There's a couple battles, him and Tay Rock. I gotta have
Let's
before I
talk
leave.
about it.
Before I get out of here, man. It gotta be Tay Rock. It's just such a pioneer from where we're from, man. And he just shows so much love early on, fool. Even from my first battle with Zeus the God that he had saw, the first one, he was just saying that Maryland cat. He was like, man, whoever that was, I ain't never seen nothing like that before. And to get that type of camaraderie and that type of compliment, I told myself, yo, I don't care where I go in this game, I gotta battle him because I know how much he mean to me, man. My homies used to watch Tay Rock, you know what I'm saying? And between that led them to other rappers I could put them on to. So it's just one of those type of battles that battle just has to happen. So between Tay Rock and Rum Nitty, they have to come outside the shit.
100%. And the Boogeyman?
And the Boogeyman. Who's the Boogeyman?
I was listening to a space and Calico said you thought Fonz was the Boogeyman? Allegedly?
No. That's that
propaganda?
slick talk. That's that slick talk from Calico. And once I understood that he's a troller, I said, "Oh, you troll different. Oh, you lean on lies. I got you, man." And successful lies, partial truth. Successful lies, partial truth. If you got me saying, if I say, man, yeah, I was on a Zoom with Frank. You know, he had on the shades and a blue hoodie. It's like, no, he didn't have on orange hoodie. Well, was y'all on Zoom? Yeah. Was he wearing shades? Yeah. I don't know. Was he wearing a blue? It's like, oh, that's what we doing? It's like, oh, okay. So he put me in a situation where Fonz got to get clipped because of that nigga. It's like, yo, because of him doing that, because he thinks that I think Fonz is the boogeyman. So Fonz will come outside too. Calico, you can come outside too. Of course, Calico, just for putting that smut on my. I hate how people just put smut on my motherfucking name
with no proof or nothing.
No proof or nothing, but it's because I'm just the type of nigga I am. I'm not tripping. I don't be tripping. So they can come outside definitely, man.
Okay. Well, listen, everybody's been warned. One last person I almost forgot to mention. He's talked a lot about the DMV, and he said he wants to battle you. A-Verb.
You listen here, A-Verb. You keep telling me I'm cold. You keep telling me I'm fire. You keep saying all of these things, fool. If you don't jump the fuck in the ring, bruh, get in the fucking ring. Get in the ring. Yeah, I know what you do. I know what you do. One of the promo kings around here. One of them. I know what you do in that ring. And if you respect what I do, then let's go to war. Then let's go to war. And you go ahead, do what you gotta do. Your promo, whatever you gotta do, I'm gonna be right there with you, nigga. I'm gonna be right there with you. So shout out to A-Verb, man. A-Verb is giving me a lot of praise since he first seen me, bro. Even when he was going against the DMV, I felt so fake if I be like, man, fuck that nigga. I couldn't do it. I can't. Yo, man, look, man, that nigga supported me. I can't be up here like, man, fuck all that. Because really, I'm Maryland. I'm PG County. I don't even rep all these other parts of Maryland. I'm PG County. So to act like the DMV really got me, I'm sorry, bro. In my core, I'm from PG County, Maryland. I can give a fuck about none of these niggas. Like, that's just how I really feel. So I always felt like, man, I can't step on nobody's hand who showed me support. I just don't do it. I can't do it. So I let all my mans and everybody else fight that battle, but I'm not gonna fight that battle.
All right. Pen.
Shout out to A-Bird, man. Step outside.
Pen, personality, perseverance, performer, promotion, everything. You have it all. You are one of the greatest talents to come out of the area, and you haven't even reached your peak yet. You're just getting started, and you're already walking in the shoes of a living legend. And I want to tell you, Sheet Happens, thank you for this time.
Oh my God, I appreciate you reaching out. You know, we locked in definitely, man. I love what you're doing over here. What you never told me, is this the Frank White show? What is it? You ain't got no name. You just turned on the camera.
I just started talking to people.
Link up with me. We could get this in order. We can get everything.
I'm gonna holler at you. I need better designs. I need a We the Fans trophies collab. I need your help.
Well, I got you, fool. I
All
got you, fool.
right,
Like,
all
like,
right.
come on, man. I didn't even get. I got the signs. I'm telling you, fool. We
Let's
can lock
go.
in. We can lock in, man. Just let
Let's
me know
do
what's
it.
good, fool. Let me know what's
Sheed,
good.
you
I
are the
appreciate
GOAT.
it.
Know that. These are your flowers, brother. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, man. Hey, holla at me, fool. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to We the Fans. Follow me on She Happens, Twitter, She Happens, _on Instagram. Shop everything trophy.com. There will
Trophy.
be more on the way. Get your merch. Follow me on TikTok. There's more to come, man. Come get your fucking trophies. Thank you, man.
Let's go. 2020 Sheed starts now.
Yes, sir.
We out of here.